Okay, so lunch today. Let me show y'all how I use these biscuits and stuff them with ham and cheese. Definitely top 5 easiest lunch to make. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is definitely gonna be in rotation whenever I have a lot of things to do. This is such an easy lunch. Okay, so I use a store-bought pack of biscuits. Remember I said I use store-bought biscuits for everything but actual biscuits? Well, yeah, I flatten the biscuit, get 1 slice of cheese, break that into 4 pieces, put it on the biscuit, slice up this ham. Actually, I'm using rotisserie chicken, but regardless. Put that on there, fold it over. I'm using this fork just to kind of close it. Put a little bit of butter on each piece. Put it in the pan. I put some butter on the pan too. In the oven for like 15-20 minutes. And when it's done, lunchtime. This is such a big time saver. And it's also really tasty. Of course, you can stuff it with a bunch of different things. Last time I used the biscuits and made balls stuffed with taco meat and cheese. That was super delicious. Oh, and I paired this with some grapes. I cut the grapes for all my kids because adults can choke on grapes. Not to mention kids can't sit still when they're eating. I get anxiety watching kids eat grapes that aren't cut up. I'm gonna start a petition for mandatory grape cutting. But anywho, lunch hack, 10 out of 10 for sure.